Vibrant and optimal health is possible for everyone. From the cradle to old age, our natural state is to experience life fully, without pain and disease. At Atlas Family Chiropractic, we want to help you gain a new perspective on how your body works and how to stay healthy without medication or surgery.
Hello, my name is Barbara Marlowe, and I'd like to welcome you to Atlas Family Chiropractic. The purpose of this program is to let you know about a unique chiropractor in Western North Carolina. Atlas Family Chiropractic has helped thousands achieve a better quality of life. What is Atlas Orthogonal? That's a good question. Let's ask Dr. Nygaard.
Atlas Orthogonal has been a continued refinement of many decades of working with Atlas adjusting. It's actually what chiropractic was founded on. The nerve system is of paramount importance to the body's ability to create optimal health. The nerve system is composed of the brain, the spinal cord, and a series of nerves. The brain communicates with the body by transmission of nerve impulses that travel over nerve pathways, forming a brain-body communication loop that controls, coordinates, and regulates all bodily functions. Nature has designed a skeletal system composed of the skull and a series of 24 vertebrae to protect the delicate nature of the nerve system. Because our skeletal system is made for motion, it is prone to misalignment. These misalignments are called subluxations. Subluxation is caused by the body's inability to properly heal and adapt to life's stressors, either physical trauma, chemical insult, or emotional stress. Subluxation can distort or block the transmission of nerve impulses from the brain to the body. This nerve interference diminishes the body's defensive capabilities to adapt to both internal and external stress. When the body is unable to adapt to life's stresses, it breaks down, leading to a diminished state of health that can directly cause numerous diseases. It is important to recognize that it is common to experience compromised health or disease caused by subluxation and not experience the warning signs of pain. Chiropractic is the only profession solely dedicated to the detection, analysis, and correction of subluxation and its devastating effect on the functioning of the nerve system. Chiropractors correct subluxation of the spine with chiropractic adjustments. Adjustments involve the application of force to correct or realign a vertebrae that is misaligned. The more specific and precise the adjustment, the less force is required to correct the subluxation. Precise, light force adjustments are at the heart of what we do at Atlas Family Chiropractic. We should be in an appropriate center of gravity. The center of the head should be over the center of the neck, and the atlas should be perpendicular to that. That's what orthogonal means. It means 90 degrees. If that's the case, then there isn't neurological distortion of the brainstem that goes in later forms the spinal cord. So the signals from the brain to the rest of the body are not impaired. And the full spine effects of Atlas adjusting have to do with neurological functioning, because there's the potential where any function of the body can be distorted as a result of subluxation, and biomechanical changes. Head shifts are compensated farther down in the body. The body's going to adapt. And I trained with Dr. Sweat, who was the third generation of the third generation of people that specialized in dealing with the Atlas. And in terms of how the body operates, it's a crucial area in terms of neurological function. I mean, every nerve in your body passes through that area.
Who is David Nygaard? Well, I'm glad you asked. David Nygaard is a board-certified Atlas orthogonist, the only Atlas specialist in Western North Carolina. He holds a Doctor of Chiropractic degree from Palmer College of Chiropractic and trained with the founder of Atlas Orthogonal, Dr. Roy Sweat, in Atlanta. Dr. Nygaard has published numerous articles and has spoken at advanced seminars regarding his highly specialized approach to chiropractic. Dr. Nygaard also holds a Master of Business Administration in Human Resources, a Master of Guidance and Counseling, and a Bachelor of Science in Special Education.
Well, I mean, there's David Nygaard who walks the earth, and there's the power of chiropractic. And I am part of a profession that has an incredible capacity to help people. And the stories that you hear, that you've heard today, happen in other offices, in Asheville, in anywhere in the world, you know, and it's not unique to me. I'm grateful to be a chiropractor, and I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to do something that I'm passionate about.
As a doctor and a patient, I can see both sides of what happens in an office experience, anywhere from, you know, a dentist to an MD to a chiropractic office. But also diagnostically, when David does very specific x-rays to the neck and takes a look at what factors he feels is important to that patient, that is a unique and separate procedure that you typically don't see in many offices at all. In fact, to my knowledge, David is the only one who does specific Atlas care in the Asheville area.
I believe in what he does. I'm a walking example of his care. I'm now in better shape than I was in my 30s, and I'm 59. And that, to me, is something that everybody should be able to experience.
Dr. Nygaard is very skillful. He's got a lot of technical chops, a lot of technical precision. But I think one of the more endearing and immediate qualities that is evident about him is that it doesn't seem to really get in the way. He can still be talking to you and conversing with you while you're getting an adjustment, but there's just a natural sense of him going to exactly the right areas immediately, and I'm plugging right into those areas. And that's part of the magic that he has to offer. And I feel like he's very non-imposing again, in that sense that there's a commitment that a person has to make in order to be well. And I like the sense that, that Dr. Nygaard doesn't hold back on that he lets you know about that.
David is the first chiropractor of his kind that I've seen. The adjustment, as my sister has relayed, is extremely gentle. He's a very kind man. He's a very caring man. And the best part for me, not only to be continuing under chiropractic care with someone so wonderful as David, is to be able to refer him to people who may be having serious pain or are doubtful or are in fear, and I can reassure them that this is not a problem.
These are some of the conditions that are often the direct result of subluxation: headaches, neck pain, back pain, whiplash, ADD, ADHD, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, scoliosis, TMJ, allergies, seizure disorders.
Many have sought help through medicine and surgery. Others have put their lives on hold, frustrated and in pain. Well, there's good news. Even if you've sought help from other chiropractic, we may be able to help you.
He said to me, "Diana, how would your life change if you were no longer in pain?" And I just burst into tears. Oh God, I can't imagine how it would change my life. I would be able to do sports. I would be able to maybe work without pain. My husband and I would be able to do things together that he wants to do that I can't do. You know, I guess I cried because I thought, don't let this be another false hope. I can't go through this anymore.
I was told by my doctors after my neck surgery that the pain I had was residual pain that I would have to learn to live with. And at that time, I was just about 30 years old, I think, and I thought, this is not right. You know, this is not the way I want to live. And continued looking for some answers to this and some other directions, which led me to Dr. Nygaard. And what is important, I think, for people to know, and I would say, is more than just neck pain or back pain can be helped by this treatment. It really does affect your whole body, and if I've just found that these treatments not only help a specific pain, but just all over as well. My whole body feels better. And even if someone has an unrelated pain that they can't explain, I would look into this type of treatment because it's very powerful and can affect a lot of parts of your body.
My sister urged me to see David. I'd been having severe neck pain and shoulder pain, and my sister and I were talking about that, and she just barely touched me in some key places on my shoulders, and I was in great pain, and she remarked that she would have sent me to David much sooner had she known how much pain I was in. I had been having headaches on a daily basis for decades. I don't even know when they started. And she enticed me to see David.
Back in 2003, I was having severe pain in my lower back. And I went to get it checked out at the doctor, and they told me I had what's called sciatica. And it was pressing up against the nerves going down my left leg. And it got to the point where I couldn't move off the couch. I literally could not get up, go to the bathroom, do anything. My leg wouldn't straighten out whatsoever. And it got to the point where I ended up getting surgery done. And from that moment on in my life, it just slowly, it got a little bit better after that. The nerve pain kind of diminished after a while. But I was depressed and anxious, and I could not do the things that I used to do in everyday life.
At Atlas Family Chiropractic, we take an honest, straightforward approach to managing your care. From the time you walk in the door, you'll be treated with respect and compassion. Dr. Nygaard will ask you specific questions about your health and your goals for improvement. Then he'll listen. He'll really listen.
The first visit is dedicated to defining whether or not I think I can help him as a chiropractor. So it's involved with a consultation and history of their previous health history, the condition they have, with the idea of understanding that and how it's affecting their life. So it's a lot of listening in that visit, really.
I will then do a thorough chiropractic, orthopedic, and neurologic exam to determine the exact nature of your health concern. If the information found during the exam indicates the need, I will recommend that x-rays be taken. The Atlas Orthogonal X-ray series is done for the purpose of ruling out fracture, dislocation, or pathology is the cause of your problem. We use a special X-ray system designed by Dr. Sweat, specifically for use by Atlas Orthogonal doctors. A series of 3 films are taken to determine the presence of subluxation. The 3 views are a frontal view, a back or a horizontal view, and a side or lateral view. Full spine films are also taken if necessary. I will analyze the Atlas films in 3 dimensions to quantify the biomechanical and structural distortion that is present as a result of subluxation. These films will then be correlated with the findings of the examination. Any secondary problems resulting from subluxation will also be documented, such as muscle or ligament adaptation, disc or joint-related issues, or the presence of osteoarthritis. The special nature of the films, the equipment used, and the advanced analysis are distinguishing factors of my practice and the level of care provided by all Atlas Orthogonal doctors. Atlas Orthogonal analysis relies on precise mathematics, physics, and biomechanical calculations to correct the full body distortion that results from Atlas subluxation. Proper body balance is dependent upon having the center of the head balanced over the center of the neck. Your head, which weighs 10 to 14 pounds, rests on the atlas, which weighs 14 ounces. When properly balanced, the atlas is perpendicular to the center of the skull and cervical spine in a 90-degree relationship. If the atlas misaligns, the center of gravity of the body is distorted, causing the spine and musculature to shift and compensate. Due to this stress and strain, the body becomes locked in a stress response, leading to pain and compromised health. Atlas misalignment can also place measurable stress on the brainstem, its blood supply, and the surrounding soft tissue. On your second visit, I will sit down with you and give you a report of my findings. This includes the results of your examination and x-rays. Then I will communicate the exact nature of your problem and let you know if I can help you. If the findings indicate you can be helped by chiropractic, you will be adjusted. If the examination and x-ray findings indicate you can be better helped elsewhere, my promise to you is I will make the appropriate referral to the professional that can best help you. The clinical focus of your first adjustment is to correct your atlas subluxation by using the Atlas Orthogonal Percussion Adjusting Instrument. The Atlas Orthogonal instrument was also invented by Dr. Sweat. The instrument uses advanced physics to deliver a light adjustive force that is correlated with the specific angles of distortion found on your x-rays. The instrument delivers a compressional shock wave through a metal stylus by means of a pressure-controlled force of 3 to 6 pounds.
The first time I had the Atlas orthogonal adjustment, Dr. Nygaard positioned me on the table, and then he adjusted his instrument, which took a few moments, and it's a rather intricate process because everything has to be so precise. And then this very scientific instrument is lowered over you, and you feel just a tiny touch. It's less than you would think of a butterfly landing on your finger.
I use a wide variety of approaches and adjusting techniques in the office to complement the Atlas orthogonal work. After years of clinical experience, I take pride in helping patients with a myriad of health conditions and knowing which approach brings the greatest likelihood of success. I use hands-on adjusting techniques as well as the latest technological advances in chiropractic to help each individual patient. In addition to chiropractic, we offer our patients several physical therapy modalities to shorten their healing time and bring pain relief as soon as possible.
Atlas Family Chiropractic is unique. We take a different approach to your family's health care. With years of experience and advanced training, Dr. Nygaard uses gentle and precise techniques that produce powerful results. Regardless of your problem, Dr. Nygaard will work with you to create a treatment plan designed for your life.
Once we understand the nature of your problem, there are other important questions to be answered. What kind of treatment will you receive? How long will it take for you to feel better? And what is the cost of your care plan? After I present your care plan, you will meet with our office manager for a financial discussion regarding your treatment plan.
So to make that clear and understandable and affordable and flexible to people is what's going to help them step into getting better. Because if people are worried about the finances, it impacts on them getting better. It really does.
And knowing Dr. Nygaard and knowing his integrity, I feel like the patient's going to walk in and he's going to put their best interest at hand. And not only is it, just about what they came to him for, but he views everybody as a unique individual and wants to make sure that he's helping them as a unique individual and gives them, a specific plan for their needs.
He told me, yes, I believe I can help you. Your atlas is out. It's probably been out for a very long time, and I can adjust it. And, he went through the procedures of all the things I would have to do. I would have to come and commit myself. And I had to commit myself to a certain time period. And I really liked that because he wasn't messing around. He was saying, look, I can do it, but this is your part.
I think it gave me an understanding of my problem. Nobody really explained to me what my problem was. It was, they would use terms like L4, L3, L5. I thought it was a play we were going to do in football. The point is, David took the time to let me know what all of this meant. And, when he knew that my problem was lower back, again, going back to what he said, let's see how this works. I'm not sure if I can help you. And I'll never forget those words, but my God, it was fabulous.
Those were just a few of the patients who have benefited from Dr. Nygaard and Atlas Family Chiropractic. We have treated patients of all ages, from infants to 92 years young.
His teachers would call his mother and tell his mother that Noah was out of adjustment, because they could tell from his behavior if his atlas was in or if his atlas was out. And like his mother shared, he would go through learning spurts majorly when his atlas was in. Behaviorally, he'd calm down. It's just nice to be a part of that. And really, it's the biggest honor you can have. It's the biggest honor I have if someone brings in their child and places me with their trust and empowers me to take care of their kid. That's a huge honor. It's the biggest thing in their life.
And then I turned my head to the right and to the left, and then it was just, that's all I can say. It was just immediate, total relief of my neck and shoulder pain. And if someone had told me that it was gonna be thus, I would not have believed them.
Now, ever since the Atlas adjustment that I had, I'm able to get out and do the things that I want to do. I have no thought in the back of my mind that, you know, that little voice that tells you, oh, you can't do this because, you know, you have a hindering thing in your back. And it's just very elating, the fact that I can do the things that I used to do before.
And not knowing anything about what Dr. Nygaard did, I went in with not a lot of expectation. I just was hoping that I would get some relief from a neck problem. So not only did I get help with my neck, but the ringing in my ears decreased. So a lot of things that I did not expect to happen happened, and I also got relief for my neck.
I went there for the neck pain, and I got cured totally. I don't have those afternoon headaches, and I don't have to take an Excedrin or drink a half a cup of coffee or half a Diet Pepsi. And the sleep quality is so much better.
The point is, I'm a different person. I've been here 1 year and 2 months. August of last year is when we moved, and I really feel like I'm back on the top of my game in life. Had to do with my head, had to do with my body. It just has to do with, Bob Pearlstein is back. He's well, he's alive, he's vibrant.
There's nothing more valuable to me than for my life to be pain-free and have a quality of life that I had before the accident. And, you know, I would say definitely try it. I mean, go and just talk to Dr. Nygaard, find out if he can help you. He's not going to tell you he can help you if he can't. And that's one thing I really appreciate. You know, if he believed that he could, if he believes he can help you, he will tell you. If he believes he can't, he will tell you that too. So what do you have to lose? You know, and you have everything to gain.
The change that it has brought on in my life, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually as well, it has been absolutely astonishing. There's no other word for it.
We're glad you chose to visit Atlas Family Chiropractic. Our mission is to provide lasting pain relief while maximizing the health potential of families that seek our care. We provide state-of-the-art chiropractic care and educational resources that motivate our patients to seek a wellness lifestyle with an attitude of self-responsibility for their health. Thanks for taking the time to visit with us at Atlas Family Chiropractic. We look forward to the opportunity to help you live and enjoy life without pain or discomfort. Take good care.